Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you, another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks, I'm tired of you. Series of videos I do for the one. I go over there, try out food and drink items. I eat stuff, I drink stuff. Then, folks, I'm going to talk about stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff. That time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not going to lie. I'm hoping I can get this review in before my neighbor goes over there and decides to start up his leaf blower again. We'll see how that goes. But anyway, folks, it's super simple format. I'm going to go over there. I'm going to try out food and or drink items for you. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm going to yammer on about it for a bit. Whilst I'm doing all that, I'm inside my truck. And whilst I'm doing all that, I'm wearing a super cool shirt. Folks, when I wear a super cool shirt, I always like to highlight the super cool shirt. What super cool shirt am I wearing today? Boom! It's my Scold shirt. Look at him. That's Scold. Specifically Mr. Tim Scold, who is either Swedish or Norwegian musician, but he spent most of his time producing music, I believe, in America. He's been around for a while, I believe since at least like the very late 80s, producing music in one capacity or another. Tends to work in sort of like the dark electronica, sort of industrial genres, but, he's also done just straight, rock and metal and, different things. He's worked with damn near everybody. That's the thing, like, he's one of those guys where it's like you might not know the name, but there's a good likelihood that there's an artist out there that you like who has worked with him and knows who he is. So I was fortunate enough, I got to see him perform actually twice this year. Once in his solo project capacity, which is actually where I got this shirt from. And then also he has a dual project with a guy named Nero, where he goes over there. It's called Not My God. And I got to see him perform in both instances. In both instances, it was super fucking cool. I really enjoyed it a lot. And actually, aside from getting some merch, obviously, I went over there and got some videos. I'm not going to lie. So if you happen to be interested at all, those videos are also on my channel. I have an entire playlist of just concert videos, just shows I've gone to over the years. But anyway, what am I trying for you today, folks? What are we doing here? Well, excuse me. I've been trying to find this one for a little bit, and we'll see. Boom! It's plant-based Reese's peanut butter cups made with oat chocolate confection and peanut butter. Okay. They're non-GMO verified, vegan, all that good stuff. But we're not just going to do just this. No, because we're going to have to compare them against, boom, against the OG, the real deal Reese's. So can we get a thing? Ha 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 ha. Sure. I got these at a supermarket called Mariano's. I've been trying to find them for a while. I was aware of their existence, but... So, we're going to find out what a plant-based Reese's peanut butter cup tastes like. Anyway, let's open it up. I mean, it looks like it doesn't have the paper. It doesn't have the paper. All right. That's an interesting decision. Maybe they're trying to be more environmentally conscious. I don't know. That's a little weird. But let's try a thing. Much more stiff. Like you bite into a Reese's, it's got a lot of give. You know what, though? That's honestly not bad at all. Straight up, that's not bad. It kind of tastes like a more upscale version of a Reese's. Like, if you've ever been to, like a bakery, or like a confectionery type of place, sometimes they'll go over there, they'll make, like, their own treats. And sometimes they'll go over there and make their own peanut butter cups. And it's a little bit hit or miss, I'm not going to lie. I've had some good ones, I've had some bad ones. But when you get the really good ones, like, they're way better than the original Reese's. Because, like, they taste more like what they should be made from. And that's kind of what I'm getting from this. Like, the chocolate, or, I guess the oat chocolate, whatever, it's like almost more chocolatey than the chocolate that you get on the Reese's, the normal Reese's. And the peanut butter tastes more like peanuts. Like, it's like a richer, more in-depth experience. I wasn't expecting that. Texture is similar, but again, it's more stiff, but not in a bad way. I mean, if I had any real point of contention with it, it's that I think you get more peanut butter filling in a classic Reese's. Because with a classic Reese's, I feel like you get more of the peanut butter filling taste. That's kind of the heavier flavor that's going on with those. Whereas with these, it's kind of the opposite. The chocolate is really sort of taking the front, and the peanut butter is a little bit more. It's not quite the same ratio. But that's not bad. It's not bad at all. Like, there's no weird aftertaste or anything. Like, it does taste different, but it doesn't taste bad by comparison. But we have to actually compare. We have to go against the original. The OG Reese's, because they are a wonderful thing. This is like the first time in a long time that I've had a Reese's where it wasn't a big cup. I had to like go find the normal sized ones. So let's take a thing, and I want to see, just like by comparison. I mean, they're essentially the exact same size, so all right. Let's go ahead. This one has the paper to go over there and protect our fingers from the melty chocolate. All right. Very different. Very different. And yeah, with this one, you're definitely getting way more peanut butter. Definitely getting way more peanut butter. But by comparison, the plant-based one, the peanut butter tastes more like actual peanuts. So it's kind of a give and take. Yeah, it's really interesting. Like the decisions that were made. The plant-based one, like I said, it has like a thicker shell. It's a little bit stiffer in its overall texture. I think you get more. You know, that'll be interesting. You know. Alright. I want to see, in terms of how much peanut butter am I getting. So, that's the normal one. I don't know if you can hear it or not, but he started up his leaf blower again. Nice guy. If anything, it almost looks like you get more, but you can see they're very different, even on the inside. Wow. I wasn't expecting this to be this interesting. Alright. Well, yeah, okay, so, I mean, ultimately, if I'm comparing them one-to-one, which do I prefer? I mean, I think I still have to go with the original Reese's, but a lot of that, I think, is just familiarity. It's just what I'm used to. I like the fact that with the original Reese's, it's more peanut forward in its taste. And even though I don't, again, like I almost feel like the plant-based one has almost like a higher quality taste to it. There's a little bit more going on there. There is something to be said for like just the classic Reese's recipe. It's just kind of, you know, it's the sloppiest shit candy. It does what it needs to do. And there is a lot to be said for that. Whereas with the plant-based one, it's surprisingly good. Like, I wasn't expecting that I was going to be as into it as I am. But, let me put it to you this way. Point for point, which one would I grab? I would grab the original Reese's. Because, again, it's got that familiarity for it. It's got the flavor profile that I'm personally used to. That's what I want to go for when I want a Reese's. However, if I was in the mood for a little bit more of an upscale Reese's kind of experience, I would go over there and buy the plant-based one every now and again. So, 2 questions have to be asked. Would I get it again? Would I recommend it? I'm going to go with yes and yes. Genuinely. Regardless of what you feel about, like, the whole plant-based thing and stuff, and, I'm neither here nor there on it. Like, for me, I just review the stuff. If we can get to a point where we can go over there and recreate foods in such a way where, animals don't have to die or we don't have to take products from them, I'm not against that. I'm a Star Trek fan. If we can get replicators going at some point, cool. But we're not there yet, But if we can still go over there and make, like, good substitutes that might be, might work for people who are, again, vegan or what have you, I don't think that's a bad thing. I don't take issue with it. And, again, as long as it's good, so I'm down with it, personally. And if I'm recommending it to people, I would say give it a shot. Genuinely. I think that you might be surprised. Like, it doesn't taste weird or anything, and when you consider the fact that, it's just chocolate and a peanut butter concoction. It's not like, it's fucking missing the steak aspect or something. I think they're surprisingly good. Anyway, 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day. Spectacular the rest of the week. Monumental rest of the month. Spend this rest of your folks. Go over there, have yourselves a truly plant-based-tastic rest of your life. If you want to. I ain't going to go over that. One thing that people see who tend to take issue with the whole plant-based thing, they are, like, terrified that that's the future. That, like, that's it. That'll be the only option. And I don't think we're ever going to get to that point. Calm your tits a little bit, okay? We're But anyway. Final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity in the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what you do if you can't do it all the time, I know I can't do it all the time. Here's what you're going to do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Folks, it's not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole. Trust me, I know it, I live it, I'm out there with you in it. For me, today was a pretty decent day, all things considered. I went out, did a little shopping and stuff. But honestly, yesterday was pretty miserable. Man, I got home from work, I wasn't feeling right. I went over there, I fucking, eventually went over there and took a nap, and I woke up, and I was like, I had a coughing fit, and like, I was just like, something wasn't right. Something wasn't right at all. And I actually ended up having to call into work and stuff because I was just like, nah, dude, like, I'm not right. I don't know what's going on with me right now. Luckily, by the time I eventually woke up in the morning, things had sort of, settled down a little bit. But, I was like, well, I'm at least going to try to make the best of the day. When we do run into situations in our life that are stressful, frustrating, etc., take a step back, try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives, hopefully do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, maybe you're going to go over there, maybe you're going to try yourself out some plant-based products, okay? I've reviewed a bunch of them. I've reviewed burgers and chicken and all kinds of stuff. First and foremost, please do your research as far as that stuff is concerned. Don't take it as being, like, healthy or, it is what it is. But maybe you're going to try some of this stuff out. And maybe you're going to turn out that, maybe you don't dislike it as much as you thought. Maybe you go over there, you start trying a few extra things, just stuff that maybe you weren't that into the idea of. Because that's the thing, a lot of times you find when you go over there, if you're willing to kind of try one thing, kind of opens you up a little bit. And you don't gotta go fucking crazy with it. Look, I'm eating a plant-based fucking Reese's. I ain't going skydiving. That ain't happening. But, enjoy the fruits of life. That's all I'm saying.